Hi guys, Vechs here. So we're on. I just wanted to give my thoughts and feedback on Alpha 13.2 and the direction 7 Days to Die is heading. Uh, I was playing, just playing, and I made my base in this army base here. You can see a blurry version of it in front of you. I'm paused right now because as soon as I unpause it, there's going to be a whole lot of screeching. And I turned cheats on just to fly up and take a look at what horde is on my base. It's actually, I quite like that they added the clock again at the top. Let's turn down the sound a bit. Uh, yeah, let's turn that to maybe half so I can hear myself think. So it's not even a day 7 horde yet, and basically I saw a screamer zombie off in the... Oh, they hit a landmine. A screamer zombie off in the distance. And the screamers are these, where's one? Real quick, let me see here. Mining helmet. This will help. Let me just put this on. There we go. Now I can actually see. There's one right there. She's basically kind of like the... Kind of reminds me of the witch from Left 4 Dead. But, so there was one screamer zombie, and I was working in my base, and I looked out and saw her. She saw me from a pretty long distance away, and then she screamed, and immediately this giant horde... Keep in mind, they've already... Half this horde's already run through a field of landmines, so it's about double this. And this is not even the day 7 horde yet. We're still on day 6. And there's that stupid screamer right over there. I thought I had arrows on me. Alright, I was making arrows. But the game is just, they've made it... I really like the game. I was having so much fun in Alpha 12.5. But I like the user interface in 13. This is fine. I like the consolidated resources, that there's just one type of wood now, and that's fine too. That's great. The new UI, the character screen, the map, the new all of this stuff, and the skill system, all this is cool. What I don't like though is the new motion capture animations makes hitting zombies in the head very, 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 very difficult, because they bob and weave all over the place now. Whereas before, you know, it wasn't so bad. You can't kill them at all in the arms or legs anymore. To kill the zombies, you have to hit the head and chest. And the resource gathering resources is really, really grindy. Like, I'm not sure in my base right now. Like, I finally made just a bridge. I'm done with doors. Doors are worthless in this game. Doors get torn down way too quickly. Like, the zombies will rip apart stuff. Actually, I think the zombies just in general rip stuff apart way too fast. Alright. Let's get their attention. And then deposit myself inside this. So there's a reinforced door. And they actually take off 20 units of HP per hit at a time. Like, look at this. And yes, the answer to my question is yes, they are attracted to doors. So they specifically come to the doors when they're trying to break into your base. Like, they don't worry with the walls, they choose the doors first. And then only after the doors are gone do they start going to other places. Now, thankfully, you can, I do believe you can just quit. And once you come back in the game, the zombies are gone, thankfully. That would completely suck if they stayed. That basically, I guess at that point that'd be a game over. But again, that was just from all that happened from one screamer zombie wandering over to me and seeing me. I kind of think that's a bit silly. Like how fast they can tear through your stuff. I don't know. Like it's too hard. And this, like this wooden box that I have here, you might say like, oh, your base needs to be this or that, like you don't have enough yet. Like this took me forever to make, just this plain wooden box. Like, let me show you. I'll get rid of the, let's go ahead and get rid of the cheat items here that we used for experiments. And the doors, too. Get rid of it. Did it just drop on the ground? Alright, fine. Let's just drop it. Whatever this stuff is, and forget about it. So, like a tree, it's 10 for the frame and then 10 to upgrade. So that's basically it's 20 wood per. And let's just I'll get rid of my wood as well. So I'm just gonna try and let's make a basic wooden box to live in and see how long that takes. So it's 2 a.m. on day 7. So here we go. We're gonna play 7 days to grind. I'm gonna try and make a wooden box. And again, if you spawn in the desert, I say again, get out of the desert. Desert sucks pretty bad. I don't have. I wanna get rid of my wooden frames too. Drop. So, just gonna make a wooden box to live in. Like the most basic shelter, maybe. It's gotta have room for a campfire, a forge, and a chest. So, like 2 by 3 or something like that. All right. So we got our first tree down in 7 days to grind, and I know that's already not going to be enough wood. So let's go ahead and make all the wooden frames we can. All right, next one. So we're grinding out the wood frames, and I'm not gonna fast forward through any of this. I want to give the viewer a sense of. I wish it was daytime. It'll be dawn soon. And I actually noticed a bug. My wellness reset. My wellness was bottomed out at 60, and at one point I quit the game and came back to it later, and I was back up to 100, so I don't know how that happened. But it's alpha, so bugs. And the thing is that there is some good news to this, is that... Son of a biscuit. New stone axe. I do wish I could just click and drag these around in order to reorder these. Now this is a bit cheaty because this is not how you would start the game. My skills are leveled up, and so is my axe that I made. So you'd be doing this slower than me. It's 159. I still need more. So I'm not trying to build anything big. I literally want to make a wooden box to live in. Like, that's all I'm trying to do. This feels like mining obsidian with a stone pick in Minecraft. That's what it feels like. Alright, is that enough? What is that over there? Please tell me that's not a screamer. A few zombies I can handle okay. Is it just a dude? So let's make our wooden box to live in and not step on landmines. Alright, I'll build it right beside my existing one here. So, alright. So the floor we want is right here. So that's our floor. So chest, campfire, forge, and this is our living space here. So we want to wall it in. And that's it. That's it. We're and now it's going to be 10 each time. And don't do the second level of upgrade, otherwise it'll just, you know, it'll be another 10. Alright, but we still need more of these. And we're out. I'm going to upgrade these. And gotta go, we're going to have to go get more wood. I hit him in the chest. So he's going to get right back up. And I hit him in the arm, so that does no damage basically. Hit him in the torso. Can I hit him in the head? Torso shot again. My bow is actually in my way. I think I finally got him. Yeah. And instead of 5 arrows per feather, you now get 1. Which actually is tough on your stone, I've noticed. Your small rocks that you get. It's pretty rough on that. So we're going to need another tree. So we're going to stare at our screen and mine this tree. Here we go. There we go. And off we go. Yeah, this is where I wish I could just click and drag this stuff. Like, I've got to cancel that, let my tool repair, stick it back on my bar, then go back and continue making these. So it's kind of, Let me make sure to go through the front entrance. It's clear of mines. Like, even that takes longer. Like, breaking up one of the dead bodies. Oops. And then... I mean, I guess we could roll out like that and just put a frame right there to stand on. But we're not protected if anything finds its way up here. And we can't hide in here. So as soon as a screamer comes, she'll see us and summon a decent-sized horde, and we'll be pretty dead. So we need to be able to hide in it. So put a second layer up here. There we go. So we have a nice little jumping puzzle to get up in here. Maybe put it down here. So I'm not trying to build some giant castle, I'm just trying to build a wooden box to live in. And I'm out of frames again. We need more. So how many more will we actually need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then top it off. 10, 15, 20, 30. So that's 300 wood, but you have to finish it, so that's 600 wood, and that's just the top. So the bottom, so I mean the whole thing is a pretty hefty amount of wood. I kind of wish the logs here that you find would give you a lot more, because like that's a tree that's gonna have to be de-barked, and it's going to have to be the branches cut off. Like, there's going to be a lot more work in felling a tree. If you've already got this nice log already made for you, like, this should be the best source of lumber you could ever find. Like, pre-cut logs just waiting for you. Like, this should give you way more lumber, or at least the same amount of lumber faster than the tree does. Like, this boggles my mind. Like, I don't get the logic behind this. Are we still crafting? Yeah, we're still crafting. So we're using our time efficiently, at least. We're crafting and chopping at the same time. So that's cool, right? Now, you might be saying, well, why don't you go upgrade your tools? Let's do that. I mean, this is a stone axe. I mean, it's supposed to be grindy, right? And it's doing 10 damage a hit. So you might say, well, what about a fire axe? And not like a fire axe that I could actually make. Really? I don't want a higher level one. I'll go get the one that I can actually make right now. How about that? Where is it? Oh, it's somewhere around here. There it is. So, if you upgrade your tool, instead of a whopping 10 damage a hit, you'll do twice as fast. I mean, that's pretty good, right? Twice as fast. Here's the thing, though. Like, this takes stone to repair, and this takes forged iron to repair. And so you're basically just turning iron into wood when you mine with this. And my main complaint is that it's not better enough to feel like it's worth using. Because it's too expensive. Like the iron that it takes. Like, I don't want to trade iron for wood. Like, being able to just chop wood at a decent speed would be nice, but not at the cost of all the iron it's going to take to repair this thing. So, yeah. So back to work. Let's see, is our box done yet? How are we doing on wood? We're almost there. We are almost there. So, gonna put a roof on it. Should we put a roof on it? Do we need a roof? Why not? It couldn't hurt. And you can exit over here. And we're out, so we need to make more. And while it's making, I will go ahead and build these. And I'm out of wood again, so I gotta go get more wood. Let's do the trees since they actually mine. You actually get more wood from the trees. Let's see how the fire axe does on the tree. Off we go. Not gonna fast forward it. Not gonna time skip. Just actual gameplay. Oh, looks like we might be done. So, forge, campfire, chest, little box to camp out in. Hopefully won't die in. But the thing is I forgot something. I forgot the spikes. Because you're pretty much gonna die if you don't have spikes. I've found that out. You absolutely need a pretty heavy amount of spikes, I think. Probably want to spam them as much as you can, pretty much. So where are they at? Are they in here? No, these are weapons. Buildings? Did I miss them? Spike? There we go. So 30 wood, 10 wood. I guess we'll start with these. And wooden frames still make good fuel. They're better than ladders now, actually. So, screw the doors, by the way. Don't. Maybe doors are good for PvP, but against the zombies, they just attract attention, and they kind of suck. Alright, I'm out of wood again. So I gotta go get more wood. Well, where's the nearest tree? Maybe one of these that I planted? I assume I should let this grow more. But I need the wood right now, so I'm not gonna be too picky. I'm also kind of curious just to see if it gives me a sapling or 2 saplings so I can propagate them. I'm just sitting here waiting for dogs to come kill me again. Dogs will kill you in about 2 hits, by the way. Yeah, so I did get a sapling I can replant. It seems like they fixed the tree walls, maybe? There we go. My poor base has seen better days. Oh, thank you, game. Thank you for blessing me with... So basically the point I'm trying to make is just to make like a simple wooden box takes so much lumber. I don't think, like I think in Alpha 12.5 I never really remember having too big of a problem with lumber. Like I always just had lumber to do stuff and it was never like that big of a deal. So because like even chopping a tree down, like once you chop the tree, it all went at once, and it was maybe, and it was still grindy. Like even then, I thought it was grindy, because when I have to fast forward something in a video game, that means it's boring, and I don't think video games should be boring. I mean, obviously, hitting a tree instantly doesn't make any sense and may indeed ruin the challenge, but it's very possible to err on the other side of that spectrum, where it's too grindy and boring and bad and stupid and boring and grindy. And that's where I think the numbers are right now in 13.2. So my solution is to, I think maybe fix the logs for one. Like those logs ought to be, like you should be happy finding those. Instead it's just like, oh great, here are these very subpar sources of lumber that I have to clear out of this place eventually as you clean it up. Like that's how I feel about them. Like they're sources of lumber, but they kind of suck. And they should be awesome. Like they're already cut for you. They've got no limbs on them or leaves to go through. Like that right there ought to be something a player is very happy to find. So I think improving the yield you get from the trees, like the trees just give you more lumber per hit, would be nice. Maybe roughly double it would be kind of nice, I think. And then there's the and don't even get me started. And this has all been about trees, but like clearing other debris, like breaking into places, like just trying to remove this piece of wood. Here we go. We're gonna remove this piece of wood. I think that takes way too long, just personally. Like if you're trying to clean a place up or make a little base and you want to clear some stuff out of the way, like doing that for every single piece of, like, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and I mean, I guess you could get the pieces at the bottom and let the other pieces just fall. All right. And I got this one too. My axe is going to break before I actually finish this. See, that sucks. I mean, that's just, that was just, I'm just 2 pieces, like a wooden post, just clearing 2 pieces of wood from the game world took that long. It's kind of, so they definitely got to tweak these numbers here. Like something needs to be done, because this is just too much on one end of the spectrum. There's a middle ground. There's a happy balance, and it's not quite there yet. And this is what's really annoying is looting houses. The doors on the houses are actually, I'll show you. There's one over here. I think I've left this alone. I think this is a fresh house. Sorry, I'm going to loot this house. So the quickest way in here is either the door. Maybe I can get on the window. Yeah, I got on the window. Alright, we're going to get in this house. Can I hop through here? Nope, I can't hop through there. I've got to take out this piece too. Here we go. We're going to get in the house. You ready? Here we go. Woo! We're in the house. And oh, look at this room. What's in this room? All right, let's get in this next room, guys. Do you see the problem? Like every room, like this is boarded up here. Thank God I can actually just walk in here without having to chop something. But just like inside the houses, like each room is barricaded, and like you just have to do this constantly just to walk it through a room. And this isn't fun. This sucks. I mean, I love how hard the team is working. I love this UI, like the consolidated resources. That's all great, and the temperature, that's cool. It's a good idea. That needs to be renamed from core temp to like environmental temp, or just temperature, just plain old temperature. Because core temp doesn't make sense. Like, I love a lot of things in this update, but And thankfully, the good news is that what needs to be fixed is just numbers, just changing numbers, not actually changing graphical models or anything like that. It's all a matter of numbers. And I'd be very happy with sliders. Paul Horace Jr. suggested sliders, multipliers like Space Engineer style. Your welding speed, your grinding speed, your cargo space, that kind of stuff. Like there's sliders for that. You could choose 1x, 2x, 3x, 5x, 10x, and suit it to how you want to play. So that'd be great. But as it stands right now, like they really need to work on these numbers. Hey, let's get back out of here. So it looks like the door was the best idea, because it's just one piece as opposed to two separate pieces. And again, I will reiterate, I'm level 38 in construction tools, and I've got a slightly better stone axe. When you first start the game, you'll suck at this worse than me. So just a heads up. So yeah, that's my feedback for 13.2. I love a challenging game, but this is a little... it's so grindy, and when you do get zombies coming, it's what I felt like when I got attacked by a pack of like 9 dogs without warning is just... I'm already going through this grind to try to get some resources. And then, like, what resources I've managed to collect, the zombies just tear through so fast. And it feels like I would have been better off to just crawl in a hole somewhere and hide. And not even try and build anything. Like, why bother building anything, Because it's so hard and doesn't really do too much. Well, at least I can make... I still need more lumber. Look at that. So I gotta keep mining trees. Yep. But yeah, that's my feedback, and I'd love to see the grind get cut down in this game a bit, because the zombies right now, just the animations of the zombies, that one change has made this game so much harder. Just that alone, that new motion capture animations for the zombies has added huge amounts of challenge to the game. The grind for resources to try to protect yourself only makes it that much worse. And the dogs are... Yeah, the dogs two-hitting you is also pretty bad. So yeah, anyway. Until next time, as always, take it easy.